This evening, pair of alleged repeat offenders face Georgetown's magistrate's court. When will the rehabilitated kitty market reopen? Even the vendors have no idea. In the region, truck bomb blast at Columbia Police Academy kills 21, and internationally, jury awards dishwasher $21 million after boss scheduled her to work Sundays. Greetings to our viewers in Guyana and around the world. Today is Friday, January 18, 2019, and this edition of Headline News is now being streamed live on Facebook and YouTube. I am Baby Bacchus. Thank you for joining us. Chief Magistrate Ann McLennan has been temporarily barred from hearing the 19 charges brought against former Housing Minister Irfan Ali last November. Following appearance by the interested parties on Thursday, High Court Judge Franklin Holder granted a stay of magistrate's court proceeding regarding Ali's application that challenges the legality of the charges proffered by SOCO. Two career criminals faced the Georgetown's magistrate's court. Here now is George Gonzalez with more.
On Friday, two men faced the Georgetown Magistrates Court charged with breaking and entering and larceny. Linton Trotman of Lot 128 Guyhawk Park, Georgetown, and Patrick Smith of Lot 164 Curtis Street, Alboystown, Georgetown, denied the charges. The prosecution alleged that between January the 10th and 11th, 2019, they broke and entered Basant Trading on King Street in Georgetown and stole 13 million Guyana dollars. Police prosecutor Sanj Singh also informed the court that Trotman already has a pending court case against him. He was charged with possession of an unlicensed firearm and narcotics. Smith is also on trial for a break and entering charge. He had several matters before the court since 2011, including armed robbery. As such, bail was denied for the two, and Magistrate Leron Daly remanded them to jail. They are expected back in court on February 11, 2019. Channel 2 Headline News, George Gonzalez.
Thanks, George. This morning, Police Commissioner Leslie James confirmed that former Member of Parliament Chandradas Prasad is under investigation for alleged bribery and the illegal movement of a large sum of gold out of Guyana. However, James noted that Prasad has not yet been contacted but will be extradited to Guyana if needed. Prasad fled to Canada hours after casting a vote of no confidence against his government in the National Assembly. The details of the investigation have not yet been disclosed, but the police have promised to notify the media as the details arise. Don't go away. Coming up after the break, no idea when the kitty market will be reopened, but first, here are today's foreign currency exchange rates.
For the latest in news from Guyana, the region, and beyond, visit our website, headlinenewsguyana.com.
What's wrong with your AC?
It's not working.
Well, we wouldn't be able to continue this meeting anymore because this place is extremely hot.
Wait, please don't go.
Here's a company you can call to get your AC fixed. Action Cool.
Honey, what's for dinner? I had a hard day.
I'm sorry you have a hard day, but guess what, babes? I didn't cook today because the stove is not working.
Having trouble at home or at the office? Then call the professionals at Action Cool. Our fully trained technical team have the skills and experience in repairs of all air-conditioned units, refrigerators, gas stoves, washing machines, and a whole lot more. For further information, visit us at 86 Hill and Princess Street, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, or call us on telephone number 225-7867.
Need a ride around town and beyond? Look no further than Oasis Ride Taxi Service. With affordable prices and some of the best drivers in the business, we've been delivering prompt and reliable service to Guyana for over 16 years. We also offer tours, chauffeur service, and even car rentals. You can call us at 231-5554 or 225-5496. For deals, specials, and more information, find our page on Facebook. Oasis Ride Taxi Service. Let's go.
Welcome back. Effective October 2018, pensioners countrywide were exempted from Guyana Water Incorporated's fixed monthly charges of $250 for water use. Managing Director of GWI, Dr. Van West Charles, said that metered pensioners will now pay a charge of $74 per cubic meter for the first 10 cubic meters and $86 for each cubic meter used thereafter until September 30th. As for unmetered pensioners, they will pay a rate of $740 per month. He further mentioned that citizens aged 65 and older will be eligible for the exemption and must provide an identification card or passport when applying. Additionally, the GWI account must be in the pensioner's name for the reduced rates to be granted. After 2 years of construction and millions of Guyana dollars, the rehabilitated kitty market is most likely not going to open anytime soon. Esther Sobers reports that the vendors in that area are not pleased with that situation.
Uncertainties continue to loom over the completion of the kitty market. The project has been in works for the past 3 years at an estimated cost of 250 million Guyana dollars. Over this time, the rehabilitation project has been marred with delays, financial woes, and mismanagement. This has caused dozens of displaced market vendors to discredit the mayor and city council stance on the opening of the kitty market.
This place here was to open 8 times. The last time being when they had the Jubilee. Right? Eventually you hear that the government got bailed them out because the money that they had finished. What it finished on, I don't know. But when this market started, it had a lot of stoppage of work. The people used to make coffin upstairs with the material and sell. And this can be clarified, it can be verified by anybody else here. Okay?
A tour of the kitty market's lower flat showed that almost all the stalls are not completed, with only the structural framework intact and many finishing work to be complete. Along with the uncertainty of the market opening this year, the vendors strongly believe that when the market is open, they will not be given first priority to choose their stall location.
The people is punishing. You see along that side there? Those people can't, eventually they tell them that the people can't get back the stand, the original people can't get back the stand. I don't know what is going on with the council, I don't know what is going on with King or Chase Queen. That's all.
While the hefty sum was allotted to the construction of the market for the second phase, it was decided that over 50 million Guyana dollars from the project was to be used for an emergency drainage works in South Georgetown constituencies. Now that the MMCC has a new mayor and a COI into the City Hall is still ongoing, it is unclear how long the work will continue to be stalled. For Headline News, Esther Sobers.
Thanks, Esther. There is no need for Venezuelan migrants to fear deportation. Speaking to the Department of Public Information, Director General of the Civil Defense Commission, Lieutenant Colonel Kester Craig said, "I know sometimes people come and they hide, thinking they will be locked up. That is not the position that is taken as it relates to the migrants." End of quote. In addition, a migrant support center should be completed in Charty Essequibo within 3 months. The location was chosen because many Venezuelan migrants enter Guyana through Charity and are not documented. He explained, "They are going to receive vaccinations, they are going to receive any treatment that would be needed, any guidance, and it would also help us to monitor electronically persons coming in and screen persons coming in." Approximately 25 million Guyana dollars has been expended in aid to the migrants. The CDC, the UNICEF, and the International Organization for Migration have been distributing food and sanitary supplies to the migrants in the border region of Guyana. Don't go away. After the break, truck bomb blast at Colombia Police Academy kills 21 and jury awards dishwasher $21 million after her boss scheduled her to work on Sundays. But before that, here's this week's Bridge Retraction schedule.
Place is really hot. What's wrong with your AC?
It's not working.
Well, we wouldn't be able to continue this meeting anymore because this place is extremely hot.
Wait, please don't go.
Here's a company you can call to get your AC fixed. Action Cool.
Honey, what's for dinner? I had a hard day.
I'm sorry you had a hard day, but guess what, babes? I didn't cook today because the stove is not working.
Having trouble at home or at the office? Then call the professionals at Action Cool. Our fully trained technical team have the skills and experience in repairs of all air-conditioned units, refrigerators, gas stoves, washing machines, and a whole lot more. For further information, visit us at 86 Hill and Princess Street, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, or call us on telephone number 225-7867.
Need a ride around town and beyond? Look no further than Oasis Ride Taxi Service. With affordable prices and some of the best drivers in the business, we've been delivering prompt and reliable service to Guyana for over 16 years. We also offer tours, chauffeur service, and even car rentals. You can call us at 231-5554 or 225-5496. For deals, specials, and more information, find our page on Facebook. Oasis Ride Taxi Service. Let's go.
Welcome back. We now take a look at news from the region. At least 21 people were killed and dozens wounded after a truck bomb exploded at a police academy in the Colombian capital, Bogota, in the worst attack in 16 years. As many as 68 others were injured. Colombia's government declared a 3-day of mourning on Thursday. The Defense Ministry had previously reported 11 dead and 65 injured. Al Jazeera's Alexandro Rampati reports from Bogota.
This is the aftermath of the car bomb explosion inside the largest police academy in the country. About 80 kilograms of explosives carried in a vehicle driven into the academy compound and detonated as a promotion ceremony for cadets was taking place. Soon after the blast, family members gathered outside the academy, desperately looking for information. The task of identifying the dead now underway. Colombia's President Iván Duque, who had been attending a security meeting in the west of the country, rushed back to the capital. He described the attack as an act of terror against unarmed policemen.
This is an attack not only against the young, the security forces or the police. It's an attack against society. This demented terrorist act will not go unpunished.
The explosion ripped through the surrounding area, damaging apartment buildings. The Lozano family lives a kilometer away from the scene of the explosion, yet the windows of their apartment were shattered.
We heard a giant rumble. The entire house started moving like in an earthquake. Then the windows shattered. I was so scared I started crying.
The Attorney General office says they have identified the man driving the car bomb and says the vehicle was registered in Arauca, a stronghold of the last active rebel group in the country, the ELN. Although no one has claimed responsibility for the attack. Colombia ratified a peace accord with FARC rebels in 2016, but other groups remain active and are fighting for the lucrative drug trafficking and illegal mining in remote areas of the country. This is the worst attack that Bogota has seen in almost a decade, and there's no doubt that it has rattled many nerves both here in the capital and across the country. Colombians have been eager to close the door on their very violent past, but there's no doubt that such an atrocious attack like this one, for many here, might seem as if that dark past might be creeping back. Alessandro Rampietti, Al Jazeera, Bogota.
And in international news, a jury has awarded Marie-Jean Pierre $21.5 million, finding that her boss violated the devout Christian religious rights by repeatedly scheduling her to work on Sundays and ultimately firing her.
For 10 years, Marie-Jean Pierre worked as a dishwasher at the Conrad Hilton in Miami. As a devout Christian, she believes the Sabbath is sacred.
Have you ever worked on a Sunday?
No.
For 7 years, Pierre would swap her Sunday shifts with co-workers so she could attend church. But in 2015, she says her new boss put an end to that. And after Pierre didn't show up for 6 shifts, she was fired. Pierre filed a federal lawsuit against Hilton claiming religious persecution. A 9-member jury awarded her $21 million, but federal law caps the payout for punitive damages at $300,000.
The message to employers and to companies, whether big or small, is that you cannot discriminate based on religious beliefs.
Hilton says the verdict is not supported by the facts of this case. Concessions were made and they intend to appeal. If Pierre gets the money, she says she'll spend it on orphans in her native Haiti. Kerry Sanders, NBC News, Miami.
Here's the 3-day weather forecast. And that's Channel 2 Headline News for this Friday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to find Channel 2 Headline News on Facebook, YouTube, and our website, headlinenewsguyana.com. You can also tune in Sunday morning for a rebroadcast and Monday evening at 7 for more news. For now, I'm Bibi Baka signing out from your newscasting. Thank you for staying tuned and do have a blessed weekend.